What up, what up? It's another episode of Booze and Reviews. It's your boy Mugu and your man Critique.
Watch your mouth.
And your man's T-Roy. We back with another review for you. And today, this is a People's Choice poll pick. So, definitely want to give a shout out to Miss Robinson.
Stuart Robinson.
Okay, yeah. We want to give a shout out, big shout out.
All the way in B-More, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, Baltimore.
Okay. Hanging with Stringer Bell, you know what I'm saying? Giving Avon Barksdale the heads up on the cops, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, that's my auntie Cap.
Yep.
All right, so you want to go first?
So yeah, the movie today is 7 pounds. 7 pounds. Will Smith, Rosario Dawson, Woody Harrelson, an all-star acting cast. Michael Ealy goes into there pretty deep. Yeah, so this movie is about a survivor of an accident that takes it to the extreme to help 7 people through this time that he's going through without his fiance, which is played. She's in and out the movie, but it's played by Robin Lee.
Yeah, she been fine since her first commercial. It was a Miracle Whip commercial in like 1991 to now. She black and she just aged just like every other black one. Yeah, y'all remember that Miracle Whip commercial?
No.
Okay.
I've seen her in some other movies.
I remember.
She's
been series.
Oh yeah, she's been on TV. Yeah, she's been on TV and she's made movies. Yeah, but I remember she was thinner. It looked like she was taller, but you know, women stop growing at their age. But you know, that's TV tricks. But yeah, I remember her from her first commercial.
So Will Smith, the lead actor, supporting cast is just out of this world. Basically, this guy is Ben Thompson, is what he's calling himself. He is so meticulous that he wants to help the amount of people that were lost in an accident that happened with his fiance, and he goes through a lot of different changes in order to get this done. He winds up stealing identity
from his brother, who's played by
Michael Ealy,
another part of the cast.
He basically goes. His research is probably second to none. Second to none. The research that he does on all of these people is basically second to none. Finding out what they need and can he do it, and all the way down to how he winds up getting all these people, these things that they need.
Final test being like actually coming face to face with them and seeing if they're worthy.
Yeah. Basically, are you a good person? Do you deserve this help and all this other stuff? The one guy at the beginning of the movie that he winds up not helping, he's a director of a
kids choir.
No, it was a nursing home.
Nursing home. Yep, he's director of a nursing home.
Yeah.
He's a piece of shit.
Yeah.
He figured it out.
Yeah.
Will Smith said, "No, you are not the guy."
He was dogging that lady out.
Man.
She told him.
Yep, and she didn't want to talk to nobody else but him.
I thought she couldn't talk at first until she said, "Thank you." Yeah.
And he was somebody that she had never seen before.
Yeah.
And he was just like, "You can trust me. Tell me."
Yeah.
And she went in. She started writing, and then by the time she came out the room, she was talking.
Yeah.
So
and she said 2 words. Thank you.
Yep.
And go ahead. Go.
And that was the whole thing. I mean, the fact that he's able to pull these different things out of people and get the information he needs in order to, while he's disguised as an IRS agent.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Which is a hell of a thing. I mean, what would you do an IRS agent pull up at your house? You kind of
I'm going to try to be his friend too. As long as you don't talk about them taxes.
Yeah.
Right. I had a good time in Cancun. You ain't not getting that back.
So what did he say? 5 to 6. He gave basically this will buy you 5 to 6 months. Yep. So it's what it is classified as a romance thriller. We were talking about the thriller part.
Yeah.
Because, what do you classify? What do you classify as a thriller?
Thriller to me is like Silence of the Lambs or something like that. Like I got more of just like a drama / love story.
See. Now, what's your thriller? What's your idea?
My idea of a thriller is, I'm not gonna hold you up. It has to be a culmination leading up to something bad happening, whether they get killed or whether the person that is being put through the thrills finds out was thinking one thing, but at the end finds out that it's another and it's detrimental to him. Mm-hmm. That's my idea. That's my idea of a thriller. Thriller just has a bad connotation to it, especially when the greatest person that has ever did it, Michael Jackson, when his song Thriller and the video turned to a werewolf, a dancing werewolf, a really good dancing werewolf, with a bad chick. Just singing to her halfway through the video, she was like, I don't know, werewolf dick might not be that bad. You know what I'm saying? But you know what I'm saying? At the end of the video, Mike was like, he convinced her that he's straight, and then he looked back at the camera like, I'm about to eat this bitch. Where he's going to eat her and when, you know what I'm saying, is left up to your interpretation. That's my idea of a thriller. Michael Jackson sets the precedent.
So this movie definitely goes through the twists and turns from Will Smith, who is declaring himself as Ben Thomas, is really Tim Thomas.
Tim Thomas, yeah.
And declaring himself as an IRS agent, and he's not. Right. And basically, he is fighting, so he got this face that we talked about.
Oh my God.
So it looked like, at the beginning of the movie, he got the face that he looked like he's shitting through the whole movie.
The whole movie.
But at the same time, I thought of it, and it's like, he's trying to detach himself from these people. It's like, this is supposed to be an emotional movie, right? He's trying to detach his emotions from these people in order to be that that legislative.
Yeah, I was just about to say
bad, yeah,
even judge
exactly.
of these.
Yeah, I have to be able to judge these people.
I can see that.
And so I'm trying to detach myself. And then when he meets Rosario Dawson, that's a whole nother deal. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, dang, she need a heart and she bad. And it's kind of like,
I'm already in with her. I walked her. Oh, okay. Good.
See what I'm saying? So he go through all these twists and turns, endearing himself in a sense to people, and then still trying to hold back so I can't really be all into you. Yeah.
So my judgment would not be in her favor just because I have a liking towards her. He was, and honestly, you know what? We was talking about it before. Honestly, we all was given that face made by Will Smith that he was talking about. We was kind of giving it the business. Like, we was like, I was saying, like, he only has 3 faces. Happy face, like a mean face. He's played Hancock. He's played Muhammad Ali. Right. So he can make a mean face, like, what I'm saying, like a mean face. But 60% of the time in 100% of his movies, he has this, like, before he made the movie, he was constipated. But like Mughal said, the directions called for a tablespoon of Pepto-Bismol. It seemed like he only took, it called for a tablespoon. He only took a teaspoon. So it's like, it's there. But he had to make this movie. And this is the only thing you can get, like he's sitting on the side, like right here, like to stop the pressure of it from building up, making it solid.
Uncomfortable.
Yeah,
that's
like an uncomfortable face.
Yeah, he has the uncomfortable face to
like he's constipated.
It might have been what he was going for.
Yeah, like he's constipated, but wasn't on his stool softeners.
I feel like, I mean, and I was talking to Tyler about this, and I was like, you know, this movie don't really got a lot of jokes to be made, but I was like, oh, we gonna find something.
Yeah.
And I kind of figured it was there, but I feel like, I mean, but the movie it was definitely serious. It was. I feel like it was more like it's like a tearjerker. Like if you really paid attention to the movie, then you saw all the spots of why he felt he had he had survivor's remorse.
Yeah, he did. Yeah.
You know, lost his fiance in a horrific crash.
That was pretty much like that we all agree on was his fault.
Yeah, oh boy,
yeah,
definitely was his fault.
Yeah,
so
that's survivor's remorse terms too.
Yeah, so he got it. Yeah, and he was like, "Damn, I gotta go out and help these people." That's where the symbolic 7 number comes from. The people that died in the crash or were affected in this crash. Right. It was 7 people. So what are some of the things you pulled from the movie?
So doing a little research, this movie, the story was loosely based on an old Shakespeare story. He's atoning. It's about a debtor that is atoning for. He has to give up certain pounds of flesh.
7.
So
this
is his
there you
atonement
go.
for
Right.
what he's doing or whatever. So
I love doing this with Troy because I'm not gonna do that.
That's been alluded to in other movies though, as far as a pound of flesh. Like you hear about a pound of flesh.
Yeah, you're gonna owe me a pound of flesh. Whether it's a science fiction and the devil is saying it, or whether it's a gangster flick and a mafia boss is using it as a metaphor, or you say something like this, like you already know what it means. Like if you,
I like the Yakuza gangsters when they disrespect somebody, you gotta chop one of their fingers.
Yep.
Pound flick.
Yeah.
Oh,
and it's just like a horror flick, where they physically take a pound of flesh from you. So
I ain't seen that.
Yeah,
okay, that's dope. Go ahead.
But it's just one of the things. Like, this movie was like, I think. Because I think me and T. Roy talked about this, and I think you might understand where this is coming from. So this was like a positive type movie. Like, it was a positive. It was a giving, payback type thing.
Paying it forward.
Right.
Okay.
So most people ain't gonna be interested in this movie.
Most people. Yeah, you're right. Most people don't have a heart like that.
If he was, let's say he was driving his car and his
and he had
his side chick called him or something. You know what I'm saying? And he was on the phone and they got in an accident because he was trying to talk to the side chick. You know what I'm saying?
I don't think he ain't.
Somebody would really like that movie because look at that. You know
because he was pimping, talking to his side chick with his wife in the car.
Right.
Okay.
It was something
I can relate to that. I mean, being a former pimp myself. I mean, you know what I'm saying? People used to call me Donald Goins Jr. Junior. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not directly descended from him, but I'm in the family.
But they had a lot of, now I can't say her name, but she been in a lot of movies. Her last name is Carrillo. She played Tepos in the movie, the one who got his house.
Okay.
With the 2 kids.
I remember her from the first Predator movie. She was in the original.
That's what it was. Yep.
Elpidia
Carrillo.
Yep.
That's her name.
I know. Oh, okay.
I
saw her and didn't nothing come to me that I saw.
Yeah, she's been in a lot of different stuff.
Okay.
And it's been as supporting.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? She's been a big supporting actress.
Okay.
But she was in a position where she was in a abusive relationship.
Yeah.
And I really felt like Will was gonna get caught up at this point, because people in those kind of situations that I've seen in those movies again are not going to always come out and say, "Yeah, my boyfriend beat me. I need help. This, that, and the other." Normally they're gonna be like, "I don't know what you're talking about," and she went into that mode.
Yeah.
And he was like,
"No,
right." He was like, "No." He's like, "Well, here's my card. Call me if you this, that, and the other."
Yeah.
And she wound up calling them and getting a damn house. A beach house at that.
Yeah, it's a beach house.
She got a beach house out of it.
That was... Woo, that was one of them things, right place, right time, right moment thing for her.
Right.
And where, like, it was totally across the country, right? In, like, Cali or something?
Yeah, I think that was in Los Angeles.
So they're in Los Angeles. This is like probably toward the coast.
Yeah, it was.
She toward the coast.
Okay, so she was pretty much, like, still on the
She
West
drove?
Coast.
Yeah, she drove probably.
That's right, she went up.
And she still
he said up the coast.
Yeah, so
right.
she drove probably like about 45 minutes to an hour. And boom, now they in a new crib.
In a remote area.
Yeah. So,
yeah, he hooked them up.
Yeah. So then the next person is another little boy that you didn't really see in the movie. His name is Nicholas, and he gave him bone marrow. Yep, and he did that without anesthetic.
Yeah. Oh.
And the doctor was talking to him. He
gangster
was like,
shit
doing
ever.
this without gangster. He was like, without doing it, without an anesthetic. Wow.
I mean, he had played Muhammad Ali and Hancock. But, you know, the downfall, just like in this movie. He met up with his mate in Hancock.
So,
and then Muhammad Ali, you know,
when did
he
you
listened to his wife a little bit too much. Now niggas, like, he can't even sip soup.
When did you... When did you pick up? At what point did you pick up that he was impersonating somebody, or he was not who he was saying he was?
I don't think I picked it up. Maybe I was just being dumb.
No, you wasn't being dumb.
I didn't know
until
they revealed it. Like,
until they revealed it, yeah.
When his brother asked him, like, did you take something from my house that you wasn't supposed to?
At that point, I kind of
was
figured
like,
something was up, but I didn't
about.
figure that.
Yeah.
Something was up, but not that, you know. I'm
Not
thinking,
until he pulled up on
Yeah,
it.
I
you
don't know.
know,
'cause I just-
shit by that face Will Smith was making. I'm thinking he took, like, you know, a case of the pills or something. Like, nigga, I took your, we all got irritable bowel syndrome, and we know that you got that good insurance.
Boy.
So you know what I'm saying? But no, I ain't thinking that.
I didn't say it didn't hit me.
Yeah, but it's...
Oh, go.
But
Troy ain't finished his.
go ahead. Go
No,
ahead.
but I was just touching on that part that I didn't really catch on to it until they actually revealed it.
Yeah,
I
really.
think I was looking for this to have a joke. I needed a couple jokes to kind of get me through this movie.
30% of it, the movie was the joke. Huh?
Yeah. No, it's just, I don't know. I think I'm getting, like, old, or, like, I'm watching too many action movies lately or something, but I was looking for a fight scene or just something to kind of push me, just to kind of get me through.
What was between you and the movie? But,
I think once the movie starting off, him on the telephone with Woody Harrelson,
Yeah.
who later in the movie was gifted his eyes, which we'll talk about that in a minute. On the telephone, I didn't know where this movie was going. I felt like it was like this supposed to be like he was going to be this average everyday man that's just having problems, and he having problems through the whole movie.
Yeah.
like in Hitch? No.
Not Hitch, but more or less like
Oh no, he was a fixer-upper in Hitch, wasn't
yeah. He was
Okay.
What
movie
was
I'm talking about?
what was the movie? My man, Bad Day or something like that. He had a briefcase, white dude, glasses. Man, what was that? I'll figure it
Yeah,
out.
Pursuit of
anyway.
Happiness?
Huh?
Pursuit of Happiness? Is that what y'all talking about?
That was his other movie.
Okay.
That was
Yeah.
Will's other movie. But I think at this point, I felt the acting was very good. I felt like everybody played their role. I think again, this is not a movie somebody is just gonna jump out and go see. I felt like they acted well enough. I felt like they acted well enough that the movie might have gotten an award. Although I looked that up and this movie was in nothing. They didn't have it in nothing. He didn't win. He hasn't won. He didn't win anything for this movie.
Award, huh?
A who award?
Slappy.
You say a slappy?
A slappy. You don't know what the slappies are?
No, I know what the hoodies are, but what is the slappy?
The slappies is like Troy speak as a sound serious, a sarcastic award.
Oh yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, like
like
the other one, the raspberries. They call it the
Tomatoes.
not the tomatoes. It's like a. I'll let you go.
Yeah, it's like Wesley Snipes getting the El DeBarge Lifetime Award.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
I think
It's like when they take
I would get
and giving an award for.
Yeah, just giving it something. Yeah.
Being shitty.
I mean, I felt like they did. I felt like it was a good movie, but again, we'll see.
What you give it?
You'll see on the. That's what we about to go around the red cups. But we're gonna touch on the one thing before we go into the red cup review. If you're new to this, Booze and Reviews, we do a red cup review system. You could go from a sip to a full cup, and if you're over the top, we're gonna get shots in there. We're gonna get a fifth in there.
Or if you give it like,
Whatever.
We ain't
or
seen the
if you give
barrel
it
yet.
like a half a cup, but you want to inch towards three quarters of a cup, but you know it don't get there.
Yeah, somewhere in there, it's gonna fit in.
We didn't get some fifths though.
Yeah, I wait to see where the barrel's coming from, but we'll see. But we were thinking that Woody Harrelson, who played Ezra, a blind phone call center person, had no vision. He was blind. He had been blind probably his whole life. Once Will Smith had committed suicide in order to let all of these organs be donated to all these people, he donated his eyes to Woody Harrelson or Ezra.
His nigger eyes.
Yeah.
To Woody Harrelson.
So
Straight up Tales from the Hoods, I jump out the picture type nigglets. Like Will Smith was really a niglet in this movie.
So at this point, it was like we were just, and then again, like Will did research too. We just did a little research just to figure out, hey, can eyes be donated
To a blind person,
to
where they're able to see.
and to where they're able to be seen?
Google said, bitch, you know that ain't true.
The corneas?
Corneas.
Yeah.
Like what actually they did. So they actually he had the whole shebang bang.
Yeah. Troy is in rare form.
Okay, I'm sorry.
No. Catch him right here. Troy said the corneas. To have a cornea donated, I think you would have to separate it from the whole pupil eye. Like the pupil and the eye. So, is that something you think can be done or something?
No, I just threw it out there. I just was trying to figure out what y'all talking about. I'm not questioning what y'all saying.
He said the cornea.
No, it was a sweet idea that he could donate his. It was a sweet idea that he could donate his eyes, but we just wanted to look it up and see is it possible. And for what we got, it's not possible.
I was already leaning on the fence on it at first, but I told him when we was talking, I was like, when that happened, I was like, it's about to be revealed that Will Smith is an angel, pretty much Morgan Freeman.
Yeah.
In real life or movie life. Morgan Freeman can do anything. I'm talking real life or movie life. But he didn't. So basically use a regular trilogy or terror niglet donating whether it's a cornea, a pupil, or an iris, or the whole eye. It's not possible.
He donated.
That hurt my heart.
Man, he did. He donated a lot of stuff.
Oh my God.
Just for a back note, Octavia Spencer slid in there real quick.
Yeah, she was the housekeeper.
Yeah, Oh no, she was the nurse, but she slid in there real quick.
Mm-hmm.
Showed her folding some sheets and eating some eggs and. Ow.
Yeah, and she said, "I don't like the way you scramble eggs."
You boy.
She didn't call her a cracker brother. I think it was.
What nurse comes to your house to help you?
A real Octavia Spencer, the help.
Who
Mom.
does that? Yeah,
And
mom.
mom.
Yeah.
All right, so what you give it then?
So,
and it's my auntie movie.
Man, look, at this point, it was a movie that was supposed to pull on your heartstrings. It was supposed to pull emotion. I felt like the actors did that. I felt like the storyline may have been slow. It may have been a little bit too slow for 2 hours, right? I think it's about 2 hours and some change.
Yeah.
Might have been a little slow to build, but it was a slow build movie. I'm going to give it, based on the acting and The whole movie in its entirety, I'm gonna give it a 3/4 cup. I'm gonna give it a 3/4 cup.
All right. Okay.
I'm gonna give it a 3/4 cup. Like I said, it was a slow build, but again, wow, a dude that's gonna kill himself due to survivor's remorse or survivor's guilt and try to help some other people out and wanted to help some other people out. I give it 3/4 cup. Where you at, T-Roy?
I give it. I'm gonna give it a 1/2 cup. The acting was good. The cast was good. Fan of all of the actors in the movie, but it did not really hold my attention. Story was pretty original, and just didn't really hold my attention. I had to pause it a couple times. I watched 30 minutes. I think I mentioned to you I watched 30 minutes of it. Get up, go do some bullshit, make some popcorn, come back, watch another 20 minutes, and I just had to, kind of keep myself gathered.
And walk into it.
Yeah, and then I was looking for just some form of excitement to kind of keep me going through it. So the acting was good. Huh?
Yes, it is. Yeah.
So, 1/2 cup for me.
So, where you at, buddy?
All right. Let me start off by saying that, hey, I'm going to give you my rating first, and then I'm going to go through my auntie requested this movie to be reviewed. She just wanted to know what we thought about it. I talked to her. She was like, hey, we'll do Whoopi on the trip. I love it. Do 7 Pounds, one of my favorite movies. My auntie, she is, let's just say from A to B, like pretty much, 50-50. Like she has the most high end of 50-50 and, the other, I ain't gonna say the devil, but she will keep it real. Like she's from Detroit, grew up on Mack and Seminole.
There it is.
Yeah, right down the street from Mack and Beaver. I love her to death. She is worth just because she requested it, she's worth it. She's a 1/2 cup. I give this movie a 1/2 cup.
Bullshit, right?
Yeah. This review, just because my auntie requested it, that's a 1/2 cup right off rip. So now, let's put the movie on top of it. I give it a 1/2 cup. It still remains a 1/2 cup. Auntie, I love you to death. Let me tell you this. The first 2 minutes, I was like, and you know what? And you texted me. You didn't even know that I was watching the movie. You texted me. And I was like, I'm watching 7 Pounds, and I'm giving up. I had to be to work in 5 hours. This movie was 2 hours long. I was like, we started talking. I told my auntie, hey, I'm going to focus in on the movie because after this, I got to be to work in 3 hours. She was like, all right. You know what? Like, the only time I feel that I was really bamboozled and bushwhacked out of 2 hours was when I made a mistake, took 2 Viagras, and just laid in the bed. Like, what the This movie held me for the first 3 minutes. It dropped me for the next, it was an hour and 59 minutes. It dropped me, kicked me, tried to turn me over on my side, but I took the lube and threw it. So it was nothing they could do until, 3 minutes, movie 159, until the hour and 29th minute of the movie, to where it started to reveal itself. The acting is what saved this movie. The plot did nothing. Will Smith had the same face. The cast, I believe, saved it. And actually, I told you we gonna get it real. The cast saved the movie. It was original, like they said. I believe like 2 turtles and a And the hamster that has a heart on probably could have did better writing this for these actors. Rosario Dawson, Will Smith, Woody freaking Harrelson, Michael Ealy. He was out of a 2-hour movie, he was in it maybe 16 minutes?
Probably. Altogether.
Maybe.
Altogether.
You put and listen here, no homo, you put Michael Ealy in half the movie just because one girl goes see it, she gonna tell her girl, Michael Ealy was in Whoop De Whoop. Hey, he's just, listen, I'm not stupid. I got ears. You know what I'm saying? But you put Michael Ealy in it, and he, he's actually playing, it's not focused on his looks. Will Smith I don't think he was at his best acting. Rosario Dawson pretty much did Woody Harrelson did the movie. It's like Nas being featured on your song. He's gonna get you. You know what I'm saying? Right. Rosario Dawson and Woody Harrelson did it. Oh, and your boy, what's your boy name?
His friend?
Yes, who is his friend?
Oh, Barry Pepper.
Barry Pepper. He's been in some movies that you're not gonna catch him, but he's did his thing in a couple of movies. But anyway, I give this movie a half a cup. My auntie helps her with half a cup. I give her a half a cup. The movie gets about a half a cup of air.
Half a cup of air.
Like I said, I was like really, and I was just floating in I don't care about your religion. What the Catholics do, what they say they do after they die before they go purgatory.
Oh.
I was in purgatory oh hell no. I gotta go to work in 3 hours. Dog, make it worth my while, and it didn't. So I'm gonna close it up with, and then we're gonna get into the discussion. Yeah. I'm gonna close it off with half a cup. Acting. Will Smith was outacted, I believe. I was looking for more. It was like Troy said, I was looking for more and they left me hanging. I had the lotion right here. I had a towel right here. You know what I'm saying? I had on my sexy drawers, the one that's tight around the cut. I was looking to get off for this movie. I didn't even get on bone. I didn't get on break. Like it didn't build me up and then say, ha, you know what? Come back for more. Nah, that's just what I thought in the movie. It was like a big leading up to nowhere. The last 15 minutes where the boring movie is explained, that was good. My idea of the movie, it was explained. That was explained good. It was all right, you can't be mad at that. You know what I'm saying? Survivor's remorse hits everybody different. Yes, I would be mad if I caused the accident and my wife was throughout the car. Yeah, that's about the only one that I'm going to pay back. Y'all, hey, shit happened. Say, nigga, I'm not about to give you half my liquor. I'm drinking. And this review is brought to you by 4 Roses. No, I'm not going to say it. I need half my liver. I would do whatever for my brother, but not because I'm feeling remorse. Hey man, that's just what us folks do. Holly, you ain't that nice, baby. Hey, when the good Lord calls you home, you gotta go home. But I'm keeping that. I would give my brother a lung. I wouldn't donate no bone marrow, number one. Because with anesthetic, shit hurt. Everybody say it hurts. Check Google. He did it without no anesthetic. Boy. Number one, Will Smith, you're not that tough. I'm not that tough. I'm going to go ahead and put myself in there. But you think I'm going to let somebody put a needle go through my skin, through my bone, suck some shit out, just because I feel guilty that, you was affected in the car accident? That shit happens. Ask Forrest Gump. I'm sitting there making $2 million off it. Right. And that's it. All right, go ahead.
Every damn body part, he shouldn't even made it to the end of the damn.
Exactly. He was a walking skeleton.
Yeah. But that was the draw. Mm-hmm. The draw was you see him do all these good things.
Mm-hmm.
You know. But
Like
he still
Mooga.
committed suicide.
Yes, he did.
He still committed suicide.
And I was talking
by a jellyfish.
Mm-hmm. When my auntie talked to me, I had just started the movie. And I texted her back. I was like, oh, sugar. I want to show Mooga what I said. I thought the movie was going to be good because he made a phone call, said somebody's about to commit suicide.
Right.
And he said, it was me. It's me. Mooga, read this text message that me and my auntie shared. Yes. Okay, right here. Okay. We're going to see what... Oh, okay. Here it is. Wait, hold on. Okay, go ahead and talk about the family. I know, go ahead. It's...
Oh, I'm going to throw this one at y'all because I scrolled through it yesterday and saw it, but I don't remember seeing him in the movie. But you know, Biz Markie is credited for being in this movie.
Who?
What?
Biz Markie.
He's credited for being in the movie?
Yes.
His scene got cut.
Funeral guest. Yeah, his scene must have got cut.
I ain't see it.
Yep.
Will Smith.
I'm looking at this is the cast. This is the cast. And Biz Marquis's picture is right there.
Mm-hmm.
Also, a little known, well, I ain't going to say little known, but I would say a social media star, Lisa Yarrow. She's also credited with being in this movie as a guest at the recital.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So she was a guest at the recital. So the screen, the camera must have panned the room.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
But the funeral guest, I'm trying to remember
What funeral? What funeral? Who died?
That's what I'm trying to remember.
Was it? No,
It
they
might
didn't
be.
show his funeral.
No, they did.
They didn't show his funeral.
I'm trying to remember.
Troy will think about it, and then
But that's what it was.
Yeah.
That's it's a tearjerker type movie. It's trying to pull.
My
that
next text says, I don't know. It hadn't took me anywhere since then. At the part where his brother catches up with him, that's where I was
and now
at.
you said that's where the confrontation came in.
Right. That was the last 20 minutes. So I wasn't even lying to her then.
Right. I mean,
At that point, she said, baby, it's just getting started. What time's for review? And I just told her, you know what I'm saying, we got to edit it.
yeah. Well,
Then she talked about y'all. She was like, are y'all supposed to watch it? And I was like, yeah, they doing it. Yeah, they doing the same.
oh yeah, we all watch. So
it.
basically, when we get requests for movies, so what you can do is comment on our YouTube page as far as if you want to see us request a movie. If you want to see us review a movie, request it and put it in the comments and comment about the review that you watching. You can also go to Facebook and go to Booze in Reviews, and you'll see the faces of the three bad brothers that you know so well. And here we go. You go into the group, subscribe to our YouTube page, like the Facebook page, invite to the group. We'll get you in. Make sure you're a part of the conversation. You can also make requests for movies. We love to see different style movies.
We'll watch them, and we're going to give
watch 'em.
you the truth. You will be disappointed at the end of this movie because, like they said, Woody Harrelson was donated with Tim's eyes. You know, black people got a certain type of eye. And when white people put them in, it just looked scary.
And that was one of the things.
It looked so scary. Now, I know it's a movie, and I know what the plot is. I know what it's supposed to mean, but there's nothing but maybe one sentence that says Woody understood that he had black people's eyes and he looked funny, so he got contacts. He looked like something.
That was my question. Like, what are they going to do with the color? Like, I wanted to see what they was going to do with the color, and they kept it. And hey, I give it up to them. They kept it real. It was like, hey, look, we gave him his eyes, and that's what they are.
They ain't keep it real because that can't happen.
Well,
especially
as far as color goes.
And Tim was black. Will Smith was black.
Right.
It's genetically, it just can't work.
Well,
genetically, it just can't work.
Maybe the idea was for him to be able to see racism through Will Smith's eyes. I don't know. Maybe that's what they was going for. That's all I got.
You know, I'll tell you right now.
But Woody Harrelson look at himself and say, "You're the problem."
Right.
Now look at yourself in the mirror.
This
You're the
movie
problem.
has no jokes. But when you watch this review,
It's not
you're gonna see all sides of this movie. And again, like I said, this movie was made to pull and play your heartstrings. That's what this movie was.
I
supposed to do.
thought I was gonna cry in the first after, and I ain't gonna lie, you know, I'm 6'5", you know, I got plenty guns, you know, ain't scared of nobody. If I might be scared of like 2 people ever in my whole life, but that wouldn't stop me from jumping them from the back. So I'm gonna tell you the real. Hey, call me and say, "Hey, you sucker punch me." So go in the hospital. Don't give a shit. At the end of the day, nigga, you in the hospital. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, that's what I gotta say about this movie. I was surprised. Rosario Dawson, she took this movie somewhat in the same place Monique took, what's the movie? When she was the killer. That movie, you know what it is.
It came on BET.
Yeah,
She was full backing it up the hallway with the knife and the gun.
Woody Harrelson, like, his stock dropped when he signed the contract and said, "Yeah, I'm going to show myself on camera with Will Smith's eyes." Come on, dude. Natural born killers. White man can't jump. You finally dunked. It's Michael Ealy really is not in your contract to, like, you know, that you had a love story on the side. All you did was drive to your brother, bust him and say, "Why you faking?" That was it. And then tell Rosario Dawson, "Yeah, he delivered." Yeah, you know, he done me a liver.
Hold on, Nick, but he was supposed to be sitting in the car. So when him and Rosario was putting it down, getting down, Michael Ealy was supposed to be sitting outside in the car.
Yeah.
Waiting on him. That's why he broke the other way and went to the hospital.
Okay.
You know what? I'm gonna say this.
Oh. What?
Go ahead.
Oh. How it took $69 million to make this movie, and it grossed $167 million. I don't know. I don't know. Word did not get out.
Whoa. So hold on.
That's still considered a failure?
Hold on. You say the budget was how much?
$69 million.
So for $69 million, and you said it grossed how much?
Actually, it
167.
made money, but
Yeah.
it's not considered. It was a very forgettable
because
movie.
it was Will Smith.
Well, no, because it was like you said, it was forgettable.
Yeah. Very forgettable.
Let me say this. This one person, audience reviews, and this is just, I guess, somebody who just watched the movie, and they were just saying critics' attention spans are getting pretty darn short if they found this beautifully acted, directed, and paced movie boring. Seriously? I think, again, I think now we are in the age of the fast food society. It's like a lot of us get to the point. It's like even going to the Marvel movies being 2 or 3 hours.
I'm glad you seen that one.
You gotta have a whole lot of action. You gotta have a whole lot of action happening. And I think they went through a point where you're supposed to be falling in love with the love story and the acting and the love story, because that's all that's there.
The complexities and the dynamics of the movie.
Yeah.
That's what you're supposed to like. I love that. I'll take that. Do it for me then.
Right.
But I'm glad you talked about that.
But that was somebody's somebody's thought.
I'm glad you talked about that. Now I do want to give it up for my auntie as far as the concept of the movie was him paying it forward, getting 7 pounds of flesh. I'll give it up for my auntie because she lives that. She has started a LLC called Lillian's Resource Center. That is my grandma, who has passed, rest in peace. She at her church, she sets up, I believe, 2-3 days a week. So much food. It's like harvest. Harvest thing here.
Harvest.
But she just take donations, and she gets a lot of donations. I believe that's because her inside show.
Oh, but that's
like her inside, like nothing but a good person. But once again, she grew up on Mack and Van Dyke on Seminole, so she's Detroit, but It is like pretty probably from the outside my mom. You know, fact wise, I can't back that up. But as my mom, I can't say that she's better than my mom.
Right.
But you know, if you put it on paper, yeah. And she's the younger sister. She definitely donates and pays it forward.
But that was the whole.
Yeah.
Then somebody else said
I can see
that,
why this is one of her favorite movies.
and somebody else said this was a big commercial for no texting and driving. That was another person that said this was a big commercial for no texting and driving.
Okay.
I can see that.
I think it was a big commercial. Okay. I'm through dog.
A 2-hour commercial for texting and driving.
Shit. Long ass
But that's somebody else. I mean, right. But,
Yeah,
but these are other people's takes.
Yeah.
They're
So it was an
not ours.
infomercial.
Yeah, so you got our take. Half cup,
half cup.
3/4 cup,
Half
and a
cup.
half cup. Booze and reviews, baby. We do it. This is how we do it every time. We're going to break down all the aspects of the movie. We're going to get 3 different perspectives. Some people going to like it. Some people not going to like it. Hey, but that's why you watch the movie. So you can go figure it out for yourself. And we definitely tell you, go watch this movie.
Yeah.
Hey, you may not see what we see. You might see something totally different.
I bet you're going to see the same.
Get in the
I bet you're going to
comments.
see the same hospital that he had a fight with his girl in Hancock. He was in the hospital. It's the same hospital. It's the same hospital. I pulled up an image. It's the only difference is like it's people walking through down the hospital hallways on the image I pulled up on Hancock. That's the same hospital.
But
Will
definitely
Smith is
go
still
watch it and
black.
get in the comments.
Save money.
Get in the comments.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, boy.
Let us know what you think. And I know love my auntie gonna let me know. I think my auntie, I give it. They liked it.
I didn't like it.
Yeah.
I just gave it a half a cup because of the actor.
Yeah.
Like I didn't have to, you know.
I mean, but that's
Yeah, that was-
why that supporting cast is so big.
Yes, and they
That's why it's so
outshining.
big.
That's why got
I
the
feel
half
like
cup.
I felt like he went into this saying, you know what? I'm not gonna be Jordan. I'm not gonna be Jordan.
Yeah, he had.
I'm just gonna be.
BJ Armstrong.
I don't know.
I'm gonna be BJ Armstrong, and I'm gonna let everybody else. Or
I say Cartwright.
but I'm gonna let everybody can. I'm gonna let the whole team, put in on this.
Yeah, they ate. Yeah, okay. I feel it.
And then you get a Woody Harrelson, you get a Ely, you get a Rosario, and she basically is
And Pepper.
the real and a Pepper, and you get all of these people that are, I wouldn't say I would say that Octavia Spencer, but she didn't do enough to she didn't
Those
do enough.
5 lines she had was. Like you said, it was like, how you gonna come into somebody else?
Right.
And
There
then,
you
she
go,
pretty
yeah,
much,
yeah.
that
Something
was
for you to
powerful.
talk about.
Yeah.
So.
Oh, okay.
Once again,
my bad.
another Booze and Reviews. It's your boy Mugu and your man's T Roy and your boy's Critique.
Watch your mouth.
Hey man, like, share, subscribe, and subscribe again. It's been Booze and Reviews, baby.
Peace.
Check us out.